Welcome back. Tax scams are among the most stubborn cons out there. They reappear often, each time with a slightly different spin. The main theme, though, is scammers posing as the IRS. They're trying to trick you into either paying up or sharing your information, your personal information that you definitely don't need to be giving out. Here to tell us more about how we can protect ourselves, we've got Sean Rose. He's with the Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma, joining us this morning. All right. Well, it's tax season, so I guess 'tis the season for scammers, too.
Absolutely. It is that time, and it's always, wonderful when they just keep coming back. It's kind of like those house guests that you're like, please leave, but no,
Yeah.
they're here all the time.
Pesky. So tell us about the latest scam going on with the taxes.
Well, so really what happens is, somebody will call us the IRS, and they'll say you either owe back taxes or there's an incorrect information put in, or, hey, you really need to file your taxes early. And what they're trying to do is get all your personal identifying information, so then they can probably go and steal your identity, file taxes on your behalf, or try to force you into a situation where you feel like you have to pay right then, like one of those high-pressure kind of situations.
So what kind of personal information are they trying to get from you?
Like Social Security numbers, date of birth, addresses, past addresses, stuff like that. Anything that they can use to maybe fill out a form for you and take all your ID and make a whole new identity for themselves.
So the IRS is not going to ask you your Social Security number over the phone?
No, probably not. You'll probably never speak to the IRS over the phone. Or if you do, you'll have gotten a couple letters ahead of time. So the IRS isn't going to call somebody and demand payment right then. They're not going to call you on the phone unless you've been in correspondence with them. Then, yeah, it's a very good possibility. But they don't just cold call people out of the blue.
Okay. So whenever we talk about how these change slightly from year to year, what are those slight differences each year? I don't know what the latest one might be that could throw people off. I mean, some people will believe this because if you're in trouble with the IRS, that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, anytime that there's a really big publicized change in tax laws like we've had in the past year or so, they'll say, well, because of these new changes, like you're actually late or you're behind or you owe us so much more from the year before. Anything like that where they're trying to force you into a high pressure situation and get some kind of payment right then. A lot of times they go for, gift cards or prepaid iTunes cards, stuff like that. So, which
is a huge red flag. So is this happening a lot in Oklahoma right now?
So we're starting to see more and more of it. Of course, anytime January 1st hits, you're going to start seeing the uptick goes up all the way into April. So, if you do have actual questions, if somebody from the IRS calls you, hang up, turn around, go call the actual IRS.
Okay, so you should just hang up on these people.
Absolutely, every time. And we always recommend that people file a report with Scam Tracker on BBB, just because it helps your neighbors kind of know what's going on around in the area, and other people can help not have other people scammed.
All right. Great information right there. Thank you for joining us, Sean. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
And, of course, if you want more information, you can go to oklahomacity.bbb.org. You can also call them if you have any questions, 405-239-6081, and we'll be right back.